Hello, good evening, my people. Now, this story what I want bring for you now about Korra Obidi, who has finally spoken her truth. Now, many people have been waiting for Korra to speak about what actually happened to her marriage with Justin. There have been a lot of allegation and counter allegation and accusation of what actually happened and why the marriage crashed. People have been waiting for Cora to speak her truth. And finally, this night, Cora decided to come out and tell the whole world what actually happened. Now, I'm not even going to add anything to it. I'm just going to go straight to the video where Cora told her story, and I want you guys to watch what she had to say. Sometimes we do not know the whole picture, or we're not there when the whole thing happened. We only hear one side of the story, but when we actually get the whole picture, it is then that we need to judge. So let me bring Cora's video this evening with her sister for you to listen.
Hi guys! Welcome to my live. Talk about this. It's gonna be one and done, and it's gonna be,
sticking, sticking with each other, supporting each other through very dark times. Please live this life because that's exactly what this life is about. I want her to tell her story because you all, have given advice. So keep quiet, do all that. But this is a human being, right? This is a human being that is feeling things. She's seeing what the internet is saying. This has been the most dragged divorce in the history of divorces. It's been 2 months and she needs to clear the air, she needs to clear her name, and she needs to say her truth. That is why we are doing this live today. I'm going to ask her some questions. She's going to answer you guys with receipts because she's the queen of receipts. And that's what we're going to do today. I want her to clear her name. So and that's why I flew all the way here.
My sister was sent by my family to LA to clarify the air and basically for us to speak. Most of you have heard one side of the story. It's time for you to hear my side of the story. I was putting this away. I told you guys initially because I love you guys and I always tell you guys what is going on. Unadulterated honesty. I told you guys that when I was feeling better, in a better place, I will come and say my truth. This is it. So come on, come all. This is it. And we're going to talk about this. Yep. It's going to be one and done. And it's going to be, on to the next after this. I needed my big sister here because she's my big sister. She has always been my big sister.
Yep.
And I was not in a mental place, had the mental capacity to even deal. At that point, I had just given birth. Now I'm a little rested. I have my big sister here. I feel safe enough to tell the story, my side of the story. So you guys have heard one side. Here's the other side.
Oh, people are joining on my own life. Hi, I lost my page.
Yeah, my sister lost her page. It got hacked. So please follow this new page.
I swear there are like 1 million people with my name right now. I don't know what's going on.
She has literally up to 50 at least pages of Nancy Ume, which is fake pages. So please follow my sister's page. It's not yet verified, and just try to make her rise above all the fake pages because there are too many fake pages. Okay.
Right, so.
Mommy, have a cookie.
Yeah, you can have a cookie.
Mommy, mommy, have a mommy. No, mine.
Okay.
You're about to someone give you someone a cookie.
And says it's mine.
Okay, anyways, so how did you find yourself here right now? Because, I mean, you were happily married, what, 3 months ago? Or were happily married online 3 months ago? So, what happened? What happened to you?
to the best of my knowledge, I was happily married. You know, I was pregnant. We were not having as much as we were because but to the best of my knowledge, I was happily married. We've had our own ups and downs, as every couple will. But to the best of my knowledge, we were good.
Okay. So, it looks like for a whole month, a lot of things were being said online that I really needed to clarify, because the moment you Google Korra Obidi's marriage problems or divorce, the first thing, and I'm not it's on Google, the first thing you see is, it's, I say, a blog post about you being a chronic cheat. So, how true is this? By chronic cheat, I mean someone that is constantly cheating on a husband, who deserves to be divorced, because every single time, every single time, there's a justification for whatever he's doing. It's always, oh, how will you feel if you were cheated on? There's no way you wouldn't insult her in front of the children too. That kind of stuff. So it's always the defense is always based on the fact that it's been put out there that you are a chronic cheat. So how true is that? And what do you have to say about that?
I'm not a chronic cheat. I am far from a chronic cheat. I'm just a woman who was honest to her husband. Before I came to America, it was during the Trump's tenure. I was very do I even want to live in America? I have my career here in Nigeria. I don't know if I want to move. I love this guy, but I'm not sure. I was very, very indecisive, and I tasted from Pandora's box. I had an affair. That affair lasted one date. I felt bad about it, but I had not moved to America. Upon getting to America, I was very, very sad that I had made that mistake with the guy that I love. And I told him the truth. I said, hey, I had an affair in Nigeria, and I don't want us to ever have secrets. So here's the deal. I had an affair before I got here. He was like, how can you cheat on me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm sorry. This was before I ever got here. I came to America on a fiance visa. So when I got here is when we got legally married. And I told him, I'm sorry. He said, you cheated on me. I said, I don't want to leave you. You're the one who I love. And that was that about that. However, for the duration of my marriage, I think that was the that was the worst thing that I ever did for myself in that marriage, because I was trying to have closure with this man, but I just shot myself in the foot with that.
Okay, so we all know it's very hard to forgive cheating. I wouldn't. I already told you guys before, I wouldn't, because I just feel like, people are very aware of what they're doing at every point in time. But what was his response to this apology?
He said, okay, he's fine with it and we can go on, but then after that, it was not fine, because he would go out, he would get drunk, he would come back, he would call me all sorts of names.
Okay.
I don't want to, should I go?
Well, yeah, I think we understand the gist. But the thing is, what I want to actually talk about now is something that has been going on. When this divorce thing started, there was this rumor about his mistress and how everybody was talking about, oh, but he has an 18-year-old.
Mommy, what? A cookie.
The cookie, yeah.
So, this guy has an 18-year-old mistress, and I kept saying, oh, what is this news, all around social media? They were like, oh, but his girlfriend, his mistress. And I'm like, okay, who is this person? And I asked my sister, are you aware?
I'm hungry. What?
Come.
Egg?
I asked my sister, are you aware? Are you aware of this?
Am I aware of the
Are you aware of this situation? And she said to me, well, it's not been verified. And then this supposed mistress reached out to me and you know, I'm just gonna let her do her thing. I'm gonna sort June out, and I'll be back. But like, she has evidence. She has evidence of everything that has happened. The truth is, this guy is projecting all that he has done on her. Okay, so everything that he has come out to say without any evidence whatsoever, you know, screenshots of nobody's number, just screenshots of things without any evidence, is a projection of exactly who he is. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it to her to drop the receipts, because she needs to clear the air, and I'm here as a big sister. I'm here for only a few days, and I need to leave my sister in a state of mind where she's not even scared, because this girl is scared to even, she's scared. She's like, God, I can't even say anything, because it's like, oh, my own country people are against me. Black people are against me. Everybody's like, ooh, just shut up, take the abuse, keep your mouth shut. Well, after all, you got this and this and this and this. But nobody is really talking about who this person really is. So I'm just going to leave it to her to show you the receipts of his affair, of, you know, all that he has done. He even said, oh, I love my children so much. But these children are mistakes to him, according to his mistress. Okay, so it's like, what's going on? And this is verified. This lady is aware. She's reached out to me. She's reached out to my sister. She's angry because she was promised love. She was promised, you know, a divorce. She was promised all sorts of new life from Brazil. She never got any of that, and then she has been blocked from his social media, and she's really angry about that. So that is why I'm going to leave her to do her thing, show you the receipts so that you guys know, because when people are accusing people of cheating and destroying people's names online, it's not funny, okay, at all. I don't want to go on Google and Google my family and see that somebody is accusing someone wrongly. All over YouTube, all over Google, Instagram, everywhere, it's like, ooh, this girl is such a cheat, she's a cheat. But then the person who is cheating chronically, to the point where, you know, anyways, I'll let her do her thing so that you guys can see the truth. And, you know, this is all evidence. The evidence is there for you guys to review. So, Junie.
Okay. I'm not gonna cry. This is not a crying video. I have my big sister here, so why am I crying? I'm not crying. Korra is not the crying girl. Korra is just the girl who is coming to take back her narrative. Woo! Take back my narrative. I am not a chronic cheat. I am not a narcissist. I am not all those things that he said online. He is those things, and this is why. They have been, I lost a pregnancy. They have been proof beyond all reasonable doubt that I was in an abusive relationship. He came online and said, I'm getting a divorce. And as soon as he did that, straight into I'm tired of the narcissism, you're this, you're this, and all of that stuff. I was just a woman who was just trying to say, I'm just a black woman who was building a brand and just trying to make it in Hollywood. And this man, I met him in Shanghai. It was almost like he was so good to be true. It was like he was a dream come true. This is one video. Of he and his mistress in Brazil. I want you guys to
Wait, I think you should just read it.
So it says,
no, okay, so I like what she did, because when she reached out to me, she said, oh, I know you're going to think this is fake, but then and then I think you should actually post these things whenever you're done, so that, you know, everybody can see, and then we can just clear this out once and for all. Nobody at this point cares what anybody's saying. I'm just here to clear my family's name and to get my sister in a very perfect mental state before I go back. She cannot stand the lies online. And whether you like it or not, yes, we are social media people. This person has put her life online. And you are seeing it. Everybody is judging. Everybody has an opinion. And if you are going to go ahead and bring your own sister down when it's your turn, that's good for you. Nobody cares. So listen, this is all evidence from the mistress who has, been with him, who is obviously hurt, and who has come to tell us that, look, he promised me to be with me. He promised me all sorts. And, at this point, we need to clear the air. That is what is going on now. I need her to play or read, but just so you know, that's his number. She did go get a screenshot of his number, did a screenshot video of his number, and the chats that they've had throughout his time in Brazil. They practically slept on the same bed. That was his mistress.
In her words, they slept so much together, she thought she was going to get pregnant. This is a chat. He said, "What's up? Everything okay?" They're basically just talking about all the things they're going to do in Brazil and how it's going to be such a fun day. He goes on to say that he got me pregnant as a mistake and that Athena was a mistake. So he comes online and he says that he's divorcing me because I dislocated June's shoulder. But he tells his mistress that my second child was a mistake. Basically, this is another video of their chats together.
She fall in love someplace like Barcelona.
Okay, so this says, we can go somewhere at night, but not downtown. I want to do a different neighborhood. You can hang out with me anytime you like. I like you. I like you too, honey. So I'll think about a party for one night. What party? It's just basically months and like days and weeks of affairs while I was in Lagos and he was in Brazil. And he swore on his kids, he swore on his daughter's lives that he has never cheated on me. He has never had anything to do with anybody. I'm the serial cheat. I am the narcissist. I am everything, but there's no single evidence. Take notes. He not also cheated on me physically. He also cheated on me cyberly. He would have constant video calls and all sorts of women, and I would find these chats on his phone, and he would be like, "No, it's nothing." This was what I was constantly dealing with, and he went on here to call me all the things that he called me, and you guys believed it. You guys believed it so quickly, even after I was still bleeding. I just had a baby, guys. How could you just believe it? It broke my heart that men alike were just telling me, you are this, you're that, you're this. It really broke my heart. This is a chat. She was saying, how can you do this to me, basically? And that's where he said, Athena was a mistake. So this is me clearing the air, guys. I am not the cheat, and there's evidence. She reached out to me and reached out to my sister. She's indeed hurt by him, and it's sad because she's a woman like me, and she's just 18 years old.
She's 19 now.
She's 19 now,
she was 18
but she was 18 when it happened. That is in case you're like, oh my God, it's just a picture of them together. Why are you saying that he cheated? But yeah, feels good to be exonerated. Do not believe everything you see online. And I chose this path to share my life. I knew there were going to be consequences. I wasn't naive to that fact. However, I thought that I had a strong family unit, and we were like, I was honest and I told him everything, and I wanted our bond to be unbreakable, you know. If I'm gonna be honest, he Brazil was after I was honest with him and I told him, hey, I did this before marriage and he did this in Brazil. But what I know for a fact is he swore on his kids that he never did it when he got back from Brazil, and it hurts that he said that his daughter was a mistake. Other than that, I wish everyone a good life. I wish we all succeed in our endeavors, and I wish God gives us the strength to be the best parents to our kids. Unfortunately, it had to end this way, and because he went online to say he was divorcing me and just said all these horrible things just right after I gave birth, I was not able to be in the right frame of mind, and I'm just grateful that she reached out to me with all of this pictorial evidence and evidence of the chats and everything, which I will post. I'm just grateful for that. But yeah, I'm
Okay, guys, so I think I'm going to stop this video here today. It's a long one. All right, guys, that was a very, very long video, and yeah, that is her story. That's Korra telling us what happened in our own little way. Thank God she has her sister there to support her. Thank God she has family. You know what? I don't know. This story is kind of like, okay, so she cheated on him before marriage when he left her in Nigeria. And when she met up with him, when they reconciled or when they came back together, she told him about it. He was hurt like a typical man, but why did he actually accept her back? Gave her hope, told her that it's fine. And then he went behind her to cheat on her. And then he has this receipt of him saying that his own child was a mistake. Now, the things that we do and the actions that we take does have repercussion. These children will grow up having this receipt, having seen this video, knowing that their dad said that their birth or their conception was a mistake. We actually need to be very careful what we say and what we do. If that marriage is not going to work, if you can never forgive your partner for cheating on you, if you can never forget the fact that a man has climbed up on top of her, please just get away. Don't even marry. Just move on. But if you have said that you forgive and that you forget and that you're willing to continue with that part of marriage, why then go behind her to cheat and come back and say he didn't do it? Because apparently it was when they came back together and she was in America and he went to Brazil that this happened, and he cheated on her. Anyway, this marriage, well, it was built on a foundation that was shaky and it has finally collapsed. So this is the story. Korra has finally told us her part of the story. She actually alleged that she had a miscarriage, that she was abused, she was maltreated, she was beaten by Justin. Okay, we're waiting for Justin's response because the guy likes social media. He likes making money. So definitely he's going to respond to this story by tomorrow or even this night. So we're waiting for that story so we can update you guys what he had to say and what he's going to deny about the story. But thank God Korra has her family and her sister with her, and they're supporting her as she goes through this. All right, I just want to give you guys an update of her story and what she actually said happened so that you can know and you'll be able to continue judging this family. You know what? This Korra story is one of those things that internet does not want to ever let go. Every day they feed us something else and we upload. Thank you for watching. Thank you for actually being with me as I played the video. Please drop your comment. What do you think about this marriage? Was it doomed from the onset? Okay. Also, Cora's cheating on Justin when he wasn't around. Was it actually a mistake? I mean, you know what it is. A man leaves you, he goes back to his country, his wife, you're not sure if he's gonna come back. Was she supposed to have waited and waited until he comes back? Or was it, one of those things that could have happened to anybody because she thought that, what, I've moved on, he's not coming back. But then for Justin to have cheated on her after they reconciled, after he said, okay, I'm gonna forgive you, we're gonna work this thing out, we're gonna be together. I'm probably about to get married. Then he went to Brazil and he cheated on her. Whose own was past? That's what I'm saying. Who actually committed more offense? For me, I think he was the person that said he was going to forgive and still went back and cheated. What do you guys think? Drop your comment. Thank you so much for coming to my live show today. Let's keep praying for Cora. Let's keep praying for Justin. Them find peace. Let them be able to work together to bring up these two lovely children that they have produced and brought out of this world, who were not part of this, they're fuck up and they're messed up. Because to be frank with you, let them not actually allow their own dysfunctional or dysfunctional life affect their children. At the end of the day, they are parents and they have to take care of these children that they brought to this world. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. As until I come your way again next time. Bye bye.